Hello my fellow rail fanners and model railroaders. This is going to be a touring video. I want to show you guys a bit of my new layout that I have going here. I wanted to get this video up as soon as I completely finished the layout. It's not fully completed yet, but I wanted to give you guys a look at it since I haven't posted a video yet of my model set since I changed it way back in this last summer. So you might have remembered it was called the Knotford Valley Scenic Railroad. That has been changed, and the new name for this railroad is known as the Lake Quinsigamond Railroad. And I based that off the lake that is right next to my hometown, which is called Lake Quinsigamond. And it's a fictional railroad. This is if the tracks actually went alongside the river. Well, sorry, lake. It looks like a river, but it's actually a lake. I don't know the qualifications for lake and river, but anyways. So I'm going to give you guys a quick little tour of the layout. So let's get started. This first little section here, this is the beach that I have right next to what is known as the White City Park railroad station. And we have the little wharf here. And I have put rocks alongside the shore. I haven't put in the water effects yet. I'm waiting to do that as soon as I can cover up the sides so it doesn't start dripping onto the floor, which it has in the past. And this is real sand that I've used. The particular sand that I used came from Hampton Beach up in New Hampshire, since I go up there a lot. I have my little figures, having fun on the beach. I gotta get a few more of those. And I have my little parking lot over here for the beach and a little booth, you know. A lot of beaches have booths and stuff, and I have a little ice cream truck. Kind of oversized, but no one's really gonna notice. So, and I'll move counterclockwise so I can show you guys the touring railroad yard at the end. So that's the old abandoned train tower, and that would have gone for that switch right there. Not much of a junction, but you get the idea. So moving along, over there in the back we have St. Anne's Church. That's the actual church I go to in Shrewsbury, my hometown. And so I made this church that's based off of it. Same cemetery. Same kind. The real St. Anne's is a lot bigger than that one. So, there's some people going to church, and there's a priest, you know, sitting at the door greeting people. The hearse is just there because, well, it kind of relates to church, not, yeah. So we have a little bus stop over there with my WRTA bus picking up passengers, and we have a little grocery store right there. Can't see the front of it right now. And over here is the Shrewsbury Lumber and the rail yard. Here is where CSX drops off cars from the Boston and Albany sub, and where Pan Am picks up freight cars to take up to the Pan Am Worcester Main. And we do have a connection with Providence and Worcester on the Gardner line. So it looks like a train has to pick up some cars now because the yard is fully loaded with cars. And you can see my little figures working the yard. Wheel yard, office, forklift, trucks. And here we have Main Street. And it's kind of a mix between the HO cars and Hot Wheel cars. I'm trying to get a lot more HO size cars. So that's the City Hall right there. We have a KFC. We got a police office, convenience store, and the fire station back there. So I'll go back there a little later, but we're going to go this way. So over here we have McDonald's, and over here this is the going to be where the White City Amusement Park will be. The park today is no longer in there in White City. Today the current White City in Shrewsbury is pretty much a shopping plaza, but a long time ago it used to be an amusement park, and for this layout I decided to bring back the amusement park in the current day so that, you know, the train would drop off and pick up passengers coming from into the amusement park. And over here I have the White City Burns Memorial Bridge, which is actually right now under construction. They're redoing the bridge. they're going to be tearing down the old bridge and building a new bridge in its place. So this is the old bridge though, because the old bridge has a lot more of a connection with the old White Sea Amusement Park. So yeah, and obviously I have my combination of HO and Hot Wheel cars, and I have my Spags department store truck, since Spags is a part of Shrewsbury, even though a lot of people don't call it Spags anymore. And we got a little McDonald's, that'll probably change. That's more of a plastic model than HO model. And yeah, we got the cars going over the bridge. And we got a few little booths here I got a little shooting gallery right there. I have a candy bar, little little pineapple building drink stand, candy stand. I have a band stand with a little microphone in the corner, well, no, in the middle, stereo in the corner, and 2 other boxes for performers to stand on. And over here I have the it's called the Mega Dancer, and eventually this will be powered, so you can see the seats can move around like that. And there's a little motor that can be installed in there. I haven't done that yet, so I'm waiting to get the motor for that. And then of course I have this little you know, food plaza, or whatever you want to call it. And there's obviously some work trucks and bulldozers in the lot, of course, because the park's still under construction at the moment. And you can see over on this side again, you get a nice view of the station. People waiting at the station. And you can see the supermarket and the bus stop. And of course the yard. And I have my little Griefy decals on the cars. I'll go more in depth with that when I go underneath the table. I have my nicely weathered cars and graffiti decals, so that looks nice. Let's see, and over here we have my little playground. No one playing in it yet, but there will be at some point. And we have the tracks alongside the lake. And we have a little sailboat right there with a little guy fishing in it. So let me go inside the table, or underneath the table, to the middle part, so I can continue showing you guys parts of the layout. Oop, ow, just hit my head on the table. Happens. And of course, here's my inside of the table. And I'll show you guys the underside as soon as I show you guys this section. This is the section known as South Quinsig Street, which follows the lake on the eastern shore, and there are houses alongside the lake, and each house has its own little boat pier. I'm waiting to get the boats, and I gotta put some grass over on the shoreline, a few rocks, some sand. We got a nice little family playing football with each other. Old weathered house, and some kids playing in the driveway. A little skateboarder and a roller skater. Little police car. We got the next family over here, and she is watching her kids play. Cars in the driveway, and of course the tracks, and the father is all the way back here fishing. And I just love how the tracks go right behind the houses. I'm planning to build some fencing along there. I just have not acquired the fencing as of yet. So, over here we have some children going off to school. Little school bus and the mom with the baby. And we have the UPS trucks waiting for the bus. And over here we have what's known as Jordan Pond. Jordan Pond doesn't actually connect directly to Lake Quinsig like that. But in this case I wanted to have, you know, some land where both sides was water, and of course my trestle. And we got a guy fishing in the pond, father and son fishing on the shore. canoers, more father-son fishers, and some people on the beach. And the tracks run alongside the little dirt parking lot, so the train can pick up and drop off passengers at Jordan Pond. And of course we have the power lines that run along the lake. And then I got a little hill here, little ATV right there. And I got my hot rod over there on the road. Got some logs, got some more houses, some deer. And the trees over here in the back, these are the ones that the sedum plant trees. And I'm planning to actually plant some more in my backyard at some point so I can get more trees going. So this is kind of a mix of the plastic ones. As you can see, that's a plastic one. There's a little guy fishing on the water. And of course the sedum trees are a lot more lighter looking. I got a deer family in the back here up on the little hillside. So okay, we move over to here. And this is the farm. And the family who owns the farm is in that yellow shuttered blue house. So I'll zoom in over there. You got a little daughter with her dog. Father outside the door. You got a little tractor right there. Car. Two of the kids are coming home from whatever they were doing. And this is the sheep fencing area. The one male black sheep. And the rest are all female white sheep. Lucky that sheep. And then we got another kid with one of the farmers, and they're looking into the pen of sheep. And we got the barn, which actually does light up. I have to connect the wiring to the AC section of my box. And we got some horses, a little horse trailer, and one of the daughters is with the horses because she loves horses. And of course we have the little bee farm over here with the beekeeper working. Two of them actually. And there's a guy with wheelbarrow. Oh, stupid autofocus. There we go. Okay, over there we have a supermarket. Father and daughter walking out of the supermarket. The parking lot where the tracks go right next to it, of course. And we have the toy and hobby shop. Okay. And over there is the motor dealership, and there's obviously a guy trying to convince a buyer. Some cars in there, and there are some cars inside there. There's a little Ford sign. Alright, we're going to quickly go back to the freight yard for a little bit. These are just some of my cars that I have here. Got some Boston Main, some CSX, Union Pacific, Burlington Northern, and I think that's a TT, one of those lumber cars. I can't really read the title right now, but I'm sure you've seen it in real life. Some tankers, some other weathered cars. This car actually used to be named the Kellogg's covered hopper, but since then I have repainted it. So now it's just ACFB. And there's some graffiti decals on there, some weathering. Baltimore, Ohio, some more weathering. And this one over here, this is one of the cars that I've repainted, did some weathering on. And I've used some special paint magic markers to do the graffiti on these. And that's just one of my methods. If I don't have the graffiti decals, I can just do it like this. So one of them is rose. And of course, Boston Strong. Because of course, I do live right outside Boston, and I will be living in Boston soon. Within a month from now, when I go off to college. And you can get another look over at the beach over there in the back. The supermarket from the front. And of course my beautifully repainted WRTA bus, Worcester Regional Transit. Some people waiting in the little bus stop. And the station, and I have some equipment on the side of the station on the abandoned siding. I got my little little rail car. This track speeder. Former Main Central caboose. My Erie Lackawanna boxcar, similar to the one that used to be sitting in Worcester Yard. And of course New York Central RS3, number 8213, which no longer operates. Okay, so let's see. So let me show you a little bit more over in this section. This is the Edgemere section of my layout, where the yard begins. So we got Town Hall again, Kentucky Fried Chicken. What are they doing? Oh. We got the police station, which will end up being replaced because this is obviously a plastic Hot Wheels model, not HO. And I have the Edgemere Diner. I found that at a train show. I was very surprised I found that. And I'm probably going to end up redoing the sign so it looks a lot more neater. And the convenience store and the fire station. Okay. So before I get over to the excursion yard, I'll quickly show you some of the stuff that's underneath the table. Down there I have my Pan Am GP38 35-2 CSX GP40-2 number 2795, I think. Yep. And Province and Worcester 2007. And this is one of the loaded open-air gondola cars that goes on the scenic train. This is the loaded one with people in the seats. Some tape, some cabooses, and one of the other excursion cars that is not being used right now. And of course there's some other junk under there, some stuff I've worked with, soda. And on this side, again, is just more junk that I have. And that is a piece of the portable train set that I have, the winter 1950 layout, which might eventually change, because I might bring it to college with me, no idea. And you get another nice view of the lake, sailboat with a Cape Cod sailboat. Alright, now let's get to the scenic yard, which is my favorite part, which is over here. And this is the little scenic yard. Here we got the parking lot in front. The Pullman Palisade car that is the considered the station. Oh, there's a spider right there. Yeah, I'll get some spiders on the layout once in every while. No biggie. And we have the gift shop caboose, which is a former Burlington route. You can still see the logo. And then we got some of my units. Here is repainted RS3. This was a former Rock Island RS3 475 and has been repainted into our color scheme. I have not yet decaled it yet. I'm waiting to get those decals. And we have former chassis system SW9 number 5256, again also waiting decaling, and has also gotten a new horn on the top because the other one ripped off, sadly. And we can see some of the passenger cars, some people waiting. That's our little sign in front. Lake Quinsigamond Railroad, scenic and dinner trains along Lake Quinsigamond, Shrewsbury, Mass. And that's the Shrewsbury, Mass logo. That's a rail crossing. And we have shuttles to the White City Amusement Park, barbecue and ice cream trains, Fish Lovers Days Trip, Rockstock Express, Stay Out with Thomas, weddings, and more. So yeah, I like to be as close to a real scenic railroad as possible. It's got some passenger cars over here. That's one of the empty open gondolas, and a former Union Pacific cupola caboose. And there's our scenic, no actually no, that's the private car that goes on the dinner train, the Tinino. Because yeah, that's the scenic car right there, the chair car. And sitting over there with the private car is our F7, engine number 686, former Main Central. And again, that one also has to wait for relettering. And we have our kitchen car, which is way back there. Former Santa Fe. No longer has the lettering. Again, it's going to be relettered. And I have another engine, GP9, number 1600. Former Burlington Northern Santa Fe GP9. And that's upstairs right now, going under repairs and just maintenance. And you can't see it from here, so I'm going to have to go all the way over. Oh, I have a little cantilever crossing right there, which has yet to be wired. Alright, so let's go over to that. Let's go see the steam locomotive quickly, because I'm off to Warren, Mass today to go film and do some rail fanning. Oh yeah, over here we have main line, and we have the yard lead to the yard. And that crosses over the road into the freight yard, which is cool. And here we have the steam engine number 8003, former Atlantic Coastline 2100 Russian decapod, and which finally works now. It didn't work when I had it on the Nefford Valley Scenic. I found a friend of mine from the Worcester Model Railroad Club, and he was able to fix it. Can you believe that? A guy, just one guy, model railroader, experience, could fix the steam engine, but every single worker at Bachman Company could not fix it. How about that? And we got my water tower over there for the steam engine. Another view of the parking lot. And, of course, the rest of the layout. Alright, so I gotta get going. Thank you for watching. I will be posting new videos of the layout, more professional one coming up. And we'll see you guys later.